himself into the lead. Miles!
Look at that shooting accuracy.
He's going to cross the line as a deserving World Cup final champion.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Pazardzhik, Bulgaria, for the final time here in 2026. It is the time of the men's final, and as similar with the women's final, it's been a brutal few days for these male athletes. There were not 3 but 4 qualification groups for the men to navigate past, meaning they had to finish inside the top 9 on 2 occasions just to get here for this men's final. Cooler today than it has been over the rest of the competition. The wind was a real factor in the women's final. A lot of the women complaining that it was very difficult at the shooting range because of the high wind. Obviously nothing we can do about that, but it does mix things up and make for a really intriguing battle when the athletes do get to the shooting range. So a quick recap of how the sport works. If you are tuning in for the first time, we begin with the fencing direct elimination round, where the athletes will try to battle past each other. We've got a round of 32, round of 16, quarterfinals, semi-finals, and final. The final 2 athletes will battle for 250 points. We then move on to the obstacles, where the athletes have to get past the 8 obstacles. The quicker the time, the better the score. It gets costly if you make mistakes. Swimming is even more important this year than last year. The distance has been halved. The points have been as good as doubled. Every second worth 5 points. 100 metres, the quicker you are, the more points you score. We then conclude with the laser run. 5 laps of the 600-metre course. Each lap has its own shooting routine. You have to hit the 5 targets before you can progress past the shooting range. The first over the finish line will be crowned the champion of Pazardzhik. Bronze, silver and gold will be awarded to the winners of today's final. Welcome everyone to Pazardzhik, Bulgaria. So myself, James Anadakis, and Christian Chamizo, former Spanish athlete, joining in the commentary box for one final time here in Pazardzhik. And there we can see the teams in the background, Christian, getting ready for another exhilarating day of pentathlon action.
Hello, James. Welcome everyone back to this final event of this World Cup 2 in Pazardzhik. And man, James, I'm excited about it.
This is your Spanish colleagues, I think, watching background there.
My former teammates.
Those are the medals here at Pazardzhik that will be awarded to 3 of these athletes. Alashkar has been in good form. Is he about to pick up his first gold medal here in the pentathlon competition?
And we're going to see another world record?
Could be. He's the one to watch in obstacle. But a lot still to decide here as we get ready to begin with the fencing. And Mohamed Al-Kashgar feels like a good starting point to talk about, because he, in all honesty, heading into the laser run is going to need a bit of a lead. As we mentioned, the athletes one by one. Denis Agavriloi of Italy has a very good obstacle course as well. He's doing really well, young Italian. It's a really young field, this, in fairness, isn't it? Kasharan ran a very good laser run, qualifying in semi-final B yesterday.
Good runner.
He is a good runner, as is Somba Tarkani, by the way, who is 16th overall from the seeding round, picking up 14 touches. Ma Yuan from China will probably consider himself unlucky to be in the round of 32. Got the same score. In fact, was only 1 point away from those higher, but got the same score as Matteo Bavenzi, who I think just did the 6-7 hand movements as he came out.
With no context.
Not sure I rate it, but listen, we'll take what we get. We come out here. Matej Lukasz firing an arrow down the camera. Matej Lukasz is one to watch here. I think he could be dangerous as this competition progresses. Marvin Dog, former World Cup silver medalist, a European Championship bronze medalist. He's won loads of medals in pentathlon. And Marvin Dog is dangerous. Giorgio Milan, Olympic bronze medalist. He's also won Olympic golds before, World Cup golds before. Leo Bori, World Championship medalist, and he is looking to kick on in the seniors. Maurice Klinkert, junior world champion, and part of a really exciting developing German team. Matthias Strochat looking to go back-to-back. He picked up a silver in Cairo.
One of the favorites, I think.
Agreed. Fernand Mitterrand out next. Very charismatic athlete. Be interesting to see how he gets on. Jung Wong Tai could be one to keep an eye on. His obstacle is much better than his experience within obstacles suggests. Valentin Belot, bronze medalist here last year in Pazardzhik. Tim Lay has had a really good competition, sporting the handlebar moustache. He will be one to keep an eye on as well. Chang Wang Seo back with a bang. Olympian from Paris. World Cup final medalist. Jean-Baptiste Morcia, European Championships bronze medalist.
With a great opportunity here to get a medal.
Definitely. Mohamed Alashkar, one of the stars of the sport. World record holder already here at this competition. What can he do in this competition? 18 heroes vying for 3 medals, 6 spots on the podium. What order will they finish? We will find out soon. Welcome everybody to the UIPM Pentathlon Pazardzhik, Bulgaria World Cup, where it's the men's final. So the stage is set, Christian. And
it is.
Women's finals, anything to go by. We're in for an exhilarating afternoon of pentathlon action.
Yeah, we're gonna start with round of 32. Let's remember that here we are going to see the top 17 and 18, and who moves forward to the top 16. At the top of your screen, we see piste A with Tarkani and Tasharan. Tarkani with priority, and at the bottom of your screen, we see piste B with Tennis and Ma.
Here we go then. Gavriluai versus Ma. Tarkani versus Tasharan. Priority with Ma and with Tarkani. Gavriluai looking to make the move. Ma off to a good start. Tarkani in a good position against Tasharan. Tasharan, a good laser runner. There's Tarkani.
Tarkani is a good fencer. I'm surprised that he's in 16th position.
Well,
but
to improve on that and looking like he will.
Yeah.
And he picked up 14 touches in the seeding round.
Yeah. We have a tie in piste B.
Tarkani is flying here, isn't he? Ma versus Gavriluai. He's going right down to wire. Dennis needs to find a touch here in his final few seconds. Oh, he's left it late. Just left it too late, didn't he? I think he was not aware of how close it was to running out of time.
Probably that's more of a team job than his job, because he cannot see the the time. I don't know if...
How does that work then? Your coach will say, quick,
Yeah.
quick. Running
Well,
outside.
in my case, they told me how many seconds left I had, no matter if I win or lose. But just to having the more information than you have, objectively speaking,
They would be
better.
like 5, 4, 3, 2, or they're counting you down? Or?
Yeah, in my case, I like the first warning to be at 20 seconds, then 10, and then 5. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Are you listening to the announcer as well sometimes?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
It helps, I think, doesn't it? The more
Yeah.
information you can get, because you're kind of...
Yeah, but for example, in sitting round, there's no announcer, so you need especially your coaches.
True. So Jean-Baptiste Morcia and Mohamed Aleshkar are two highest ranked fencers from seeding round, make their way to the fencing direct elimination stages. Both of these athletes with ambitions to pick up medals here in Pazardzhik. Aleshkar has great reach. He is the complete athlete. If he can improve his running, he will dominate this sport.
I'm sure. Because he has everything. Touch for Morcia. And touch for Tarkani. Ah, no, it was double touch.
Well, the temperature's dropped significantly since yesterday, which I
Yeah.
think maybe makes swimming a little bit colder as well, doesn't it?
I think so. Especially because it's an outside pool.
2-2 then between Tarkani and Aleshkar. 1-1 between Maher and Morcia. Both these. Ooh, good response from Maher, who turns this time on its head.
Nice touch by Ma.
Aleshkar tries to get down low. And I think he did get the touch. Meanwhile, JB has work to do. And Ma, well, has upset the script a little bit here. Jean-Baptiste Morcia in trouble, needs 2 touches, frustrated now. And I think that could be done. Aleshkar with 10 seconds to ride this tie out. Jean-Baptiste Morcia will come back strong later in the competition, but I think needed. Well, listen, he still finishes 10th overall,
Yeah.
at least.
Or 9
Or
if
9th.
Aleshkar wins. Yeah.
Which he's going to. So it's still okay for Jean-Baptiste Morcia. I think he would have liked to have gone one step further, wouldn't he? And that is it. Maher is through. Aleshkar is as good as through. Did that touch come? No.
I think Morcia needed at least to be in quarterfinals.
Yeah.
But we know.
So Jean-Baptiste Morcia becomes our first big seeded fencer to fall. And many congratulations to Maher, who is on a bit of a roll here. He's gone from 15th to a place in the quarterfinals. So let's see how far he can go. He will face the winner of Bori versus Mitterrand, which is taking place in front of us now.
Yeah, we see 2 similar styles of fencing here. With this French grip, 2 tall athletes. Always looking for the most advanced position of your body, like your arm or your leg.
So Bori gets that first touch against Mitterrand and takes advantage on piece B. Meanwhile, his French teammate, silver medalist from Cairo,
Nice flash by Mitterrand.
in a battle on piece A against Klinker. 2 French, 2 German athletes on the stage at the moment, and
Yeah.
very similar positions in both bouts. These 2 bouts nearly identical, actually. Similar time, similar position. Nothing to separate them. The priority rule may come into play on both. That's a little star by the athlete's names. The highest seeded athlete will win if the score's level at 0, which currently they both are. Boré needs to respond, and Klinker has done that, but Mitterrand now leads, and that, to me, is that tie done. Rochat needs to find a way past Klinker with 9.3 to go.
Yeah, and in PSV, time is running out. Whoa, red card for Mitterrand.
Red card?
I think it was red card. Yeah, it means a touch for Boré.
What? Okay, wow. What's the cause of that then?
I don't know. If the referee shows you a red card is touch for the other athlete.
And that gave Boré a chance to attack Mitterrand. He got away with it. Meanwhile, Rochat hanging on against Klinker. Needs to find the touch, which I think he has done. Rochat levels the scores. And that will ensure his path through. Unless can Klinker respond. Double touch. We go again with the second left. Drama in these final few seconds of these round of 16 ties. Rochat has come right from the brink of defeat. We had a red card against Mitterrand, but still the German came through.
1 second. Is time enough? Is enough time to touch?
Rochat goes through. I don't understand why Rochat just didn't retreat down the piece, by the way. There was enough.
But he did it. When I was in his position, I also kind of do a step forward just to try to stop a little bit my opponent and then go back. And I think it's what he did. But I think it would be better in this case with 1 second left to just go backwards and let the time run out.
Kept it interesting though, didn't it? Olympic bronze medalist. Well, it's the battle of the Olympic bronze medalists. I was going to say Olympic bronze medalist versus, and then I realised it was Muay Thai. So Muay Thai bronze in Tokyo, Milan bronze in Paris. Both these athletes succeeding at the highest stage. And Jun, the world record in fencing ranking round, when the competition used to have a ranking round a few years ago.
I think it was
31.
31 victories, 3 defeats.
It was Kate French who had 29 in the women's, and it was Muay Thai with 30.
31, 4 defeats. Yeah.
No, I was just saying in the women's fight. In the women's, it was Kate French with the world record. She had 29, but you're right. In the men's, it was Muay Thai with 31. It's ridiculous.
That's insane. Only 4 people touching.
Why is it then on certain days you can just be untouchable?
You know, it's like you're in this flow state of mind that no matter what you try, you will succeed. Actually, I was that day with him, and I saw him doing whatever he wanted to do. And
who were the 4 that touched him?
Who were they?
The 4 that.
I don't remember, but
that's an achievement in itself.
Yeah.
Bello against Dog is another good tie on Peace Day. Bello looking to make it back-to-back Pazardzhik medals. So Muay Thai through to face the winner of Pavenzio Seo.
Touch now for Dog. He needs 3 touches now because Bello has priority, and it's another touch for Bello, who will probably be in the next round.
Bello flying. Pavenzio versus Seo underway. And Bello looks to get it wrapped up. Makes himself a little bit exposed there, but no touch given. And Dog keeps it going, but enough time to turn this around now.
And in PSV, a touch for Seo.
So Seo looking to progress where his teammates awaits him. Muay Thai Jung versus Chang Wei. Seo It's two different generations of athletes. One time a slightly more experienced athlete with that Olympic bronze medal under his name as well. Still, Marvin Dog continues, but it's good over this tie in terms of competitiveness. Bello through. So Valentin Bello progresses to fight the winner of Lukasz versus Le.
Oof, nice touch here by Seo, closing the distance. I think here is where Seo is more dangerous, when he has not only the priority but the advantage, and he's just trying to look for your mistake, which he will find for sure.
I'm not sure I can remember seeing Chang Seo against Wong Tai-jun in fencing. This is a really interesting battle potentially coming up now.
Yeah.
Unless Pazardzhik can perform a miracle and turn this tie around. That's not going to happen. Lukasz versus Le on piece day in its opening stages. No touch there so far. And there we go. Oh no, Pazardzhik pulls one back. Needs another 3 in 6 seconds. And if you manage the time well, it shouldn't happen. And it doesn't. Seo is going to be up against his teammate in the quarterfinals.
And believe me, we are lucky to have Seo and John in a match.
We are.
Seeing the Korean, seeing the Korean fighting each other. Yeah, so really good fencers.
I think Chang Seo is probably a lot of people's outside backing for a medal in Paris. Didn't come together for him. You can see the bottom half of the bracket on piece B there, because the quarterfinals are as good as decided now. We're just waiting for the winner of Lukasz versus Le into the final 5 seconds. Priority with Le. Double touch to a piece, 4 seconds to go. Here we go then. Who is gonna meet Bello? Oh, Lukasz finds a way past. Wow. With 1.5 to go, it looked like Le was gonna go through with priority rule. Le's frustrated about something. Lukasz just treating to the back of the piece. 1.5.
This thing happens.
Yeah. There we go. Lukasz just has to retreat. Lukasz has done it. Brilliant.
Yeah, strong contender now, Lukasz, for medals.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. That's a big leap forward for Lukasz. He was only ranked 13th from seeding round, has now guaranteed himself a top 8 position. And actually will be top 7 because Ma is seated below him. Big steps forward there for Lukasz. So there you can see the top half of the draw on piece day.
And Ma, that were 15th, now is so close to being semi-finals.
Yep.
But Mitterrand doesn't give up for sure.
Yeah, Mitterrand needed that touch there, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, good point. This Ma is absolutely flying. Can Mitterrand respond? Takes one back. One more touch would make Mitterrand a semi-finalist. Down to the final couple of seconds. Tries to get that touch. Ma's done it. Brilliant from Ma. Wow, Ma is on fire. Beats Gavrilo. Beats Monsia. Now has beat Mitterrand and is through to semi-finals. Amazing from Ma.
Yeah. And beating Mitterrand is not easy at all, trust me.
Roshat versus Alashkar is in the heat of the battle. Roshat with first blood. Alashkar, you feel, needs this.
I think we had this match already yesterday, if I remember well.
Alashkar was victorious that time. Roshat and Alashkar both battling for medals together in Cairo. In the end, it was Roshat who got the leap over Alashkar. Alashkar's panicking a bit now, you feel. Needs to find a way past Roshat.
And we have the, in piece B, John against Seo.
Really good battles. Alashkar thought he'd got the touch there, but Roshat doubles his lead, and that could be Alashkar's grip on a medal slipping away. Jun versus Seo on piece B. This is a really interesting battle as well. These two Korean teammates know each other so well. Seo attacks, double touch. 3-0 now, Roshat, and Alashkar surely now is out of fencing. He still finishes in 7th place overall. Is it 7th place?
Alashkar?
No, potentially actually in 5th place overall, Alashkar.
Yeah, 5th,
so
yeah.
still he's in a good position. It's Jun versus Seo. And there we go, Roshat's through. What about Jun versus Seo? Seo with priority.
And with
Jun
a touch now.
Yeah, Jun is in trouble now. So it's probably going to be Jun versus Ma. It's going to probably be, well, it's definitely going to be Roshat against who? Bello or Lukesh? We'll find out soon. We've nearly got our semi-finals ready. Seo victorious over his teammate in the battle between the two Koreans.
Last match of quarterfinals between Bello and Lukash. And Bello with priority. Two different styles. Ooh, really nice touch by
Cheeky
Lukash.
by Lukesh,
Yeah.
who, if you remember, in his previous battle against Le, was looking like he was heading out of the competition and found a touch in those last few seconds. Bello needs to respond. Bello's such a good fencer. That's so aggressive from Bello and very effective.
These kind of actions, he does them.
He's famous for them, isn't he?
He does them so good. He chooses perfectly the perfect timing for it.
So we're locked at 1 apiece. We will only have action from 1 piece from this point onwards, because it is final quarter-final time, and we use just 1 piece from semi-finals onwards into the final 20 seconds. Currently, it will be Bello that progresses. Lukesh looking to hit back, goes down low and gets the touch, the foot touch. No, it was Bello. That was a celebration from Lukesh, which led me down the wrong road. But yeah, Bello has now taken a giant leap towards the semi-final. Bello looks so good in Pazardzhik. He clearly enjoys competing here in Bulgaria. 3-1 now to Bello, and it's looking ever likely that Roshat and Bello will battle for a place in the final.
Mm.
4-1.
Yeah, I think Lukash did well here, but he missed the touch just at the end. And you don't want to make mistakes again, Bello, for sure.
So Bello has navigated this battle well when 1-0 down early on against Lukesh. Big, important point at 2-1. And there we go. Valentin Bello is victorious. He will face Roshat in the semi-finals. Meanwhile, Seo faces Ma. Lara Heredia, girlfriend of Matek Lukesh, watching on in the background. There we can see how these athletes have made their way through to the semi-finals. Roshat, Bello, Seo and Ma up next.
So we are already in semi-finals. I also think if Bello makes it to the final, actually, he could be already a contender for the medals.
The way he is going, it is looking ever increasingly likely. He's got to get past a reigning medalist from Cairo now. Rochat versus Belleau. There's been an inter-team battle within the French team in this competition because there were 6 male athletes all trying to get a place in the final. You can only have 4 of each nation in the final, so they were really having to push themselves during qualifications.
And here they are.
Yeah. We have a really interesting battle now. We've got 4 French athletes in this final. We've also got Morcia and Body. These are the highest 2 ranked, 1 apiece, 25 to go. Belleau versus Rochat for a place in the final. The winner of this tie may well go on to win a medal. It feels significant in this moment. Is it going to be the young pretender Rochat or the experienced 2-time world champion Valentin Belleau? Let's find out. Into the final 13 we go. Rochat with the touch takes off his protective helmet to celebrate. A moment to enjoy. Could that be a significant step forward? Needs to remain focused. Belleau's coming back, and he does it so well. Belleau responds, double touch, 8.3 to go.
They know each other so well. They are trying to find perfect timing for it.
Belleau would be 3rd overall if he is defeated here. It wouldn't be the end of the world.
No, it won't.
4-3 and 4 seconds remaining for Belleau to find a way past Rochat. Here we go. And there it is. The clock ticks to 0. Rochat is through to the final. Amazing.
Rochat that won silver medal in Cairo. Will he get another medal?
Well, it looks very possible, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Could be a gold. Could be. The way he's going, he's looking in very good form. Well done to Tess Rochat. He's through to the final where he will face either Seo or Ma.
Actually told my teammates, my former teammates before that, I bet for Rochat to win the gold.
Who did you back in the women's final? Let's see how credible your predictions are.
I said before the laser run that Blanca Gucci would win.
That's a bet. I mean, that's a fair bet. She was silver, so it's
Yeah, she was silver, so.
okay, so we'll see Rochat on the podium. Who wins this battle? Predictions are coming in strong here. Ma or Seo?
Seo, I think.
I'm going to say Ma. Anyway, let's find out.
He's looking in good form, though.
He is. Seo's with priority, I think, is the definite favourite. But Ma has been on a run. He's beaten Gavriloi, he's beaten Morcia, he's beaten Mitterrand. And now has the challenge of Changman. Seo, double touch. Ooh, Ma does get the touch.
Ma, who was in the run of 32, is already in semi-finals and with a chance to get into the final.
We'll reflect more on this run if it does end up with him in the final in a moment's time. Let's see if he gets there, though. Seo looking to respond. Ma, 2-1 he lead, 20 seconds to go. Oh, Ma's done it! He has moved into a 3-1 lead, and that is, well, it feels significant. Seo has to respond quick. Oh, this is a really good bout. Into the final. Here we go, Ma. Just looks unstoppable. 4-1, he leads. And now Seo surely will have to make do with 4th place. And it's 5-1 in the end for Ma, my goodness me.
I'm not betting anymore.
Well, you said Rochat could get a medal, and
Yeah.
I mean, that certainly is not a bad shout, but
If I am giving them bad luck, so I'm not betting anymore.
the commentator's curse. But that is phenomenal from Ma, and a real good example as to why direct elimination just keeps things really interesting from a fencing perspective, because Ma was 15th in the seeding, ultimately was the 4th worst fencer heading into today. And now he's at least going to be 2nd, which is 244 points.
It means that this direct elimination gives a chance to everyone.
It really does.
Yeah.
Ma's making a name for himself. Can he get the job done now? Rochat versus Ma is your direct elimination final. Here we go. Rochat with priority. 55 seconds on the clock. for the title of fencing champion.
Roshat using the same strategy than Carenza Bryson.
Wow, Mars just looking untouchable at the moment, isn't he? This is unbelievable. Is that what we're talking about earlier about the momentum and how sometimes in fencing you just build that head of steam, don't you?
You are in the
zone.
Yeah, in the zone.
Flow state.
Flow state. One, and Roshat with priority now.
Into the final 20 we go. Roshat hitting back. Double touch.
And now Ma pressing a little bit more than before. It's what he needs to do. Oof.
Final 10 to go. Roshat. Oh, Ma's done it again. His teammates are just like, what is going on? Ma has done the unthinkable. He's on the verge of winning direct elimination.
Oof.
Roshat hits back. Oh, what a battle this is. Final 7 seconds. Your guess is as good as mine. Ma's done it again! Oh my goodness me, what a battle.
And what a touch.
From the round of 32 to 5 seconds away from winning fencing direct elimination. Roshat takes a moment to compose himself, knows what he needs to do, needs to find a way past Ma, approaches his opponent. Can he get that extra touch?
Difficult task now for Roshat because it's
0.2 of a second. I think that's it, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Waited to see if there was a decision to come from the ref, but 0.2 to go, and Roshat now will launch himself at Ma, but Ma just needs to step back. Ma actually attacks, and he's done it. Unbelievable from Ma, who beats everyone. Goes right from the round of 32 to win the fencing direct elimination. That's a story in itself.
Amazing.
Brilliant.
Nothing to say. That touch is just amazing. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They hurt the ones on the legs as well, don't they? A couple of bruises.
This one is absolutely amazing. Look at this.
Yeah, that's really good technique.
He took some risk, but as we said, he's in the mood.
His Chinese colleagues watching on in the background with real smiles on their face. Let's see how he did it. He beat Gavrillai, Jean-Baptiste Morsier, Mitterrand, Seo and Roshat. These are big names that he's knocked out on the route
For sure.
to the final, and indeed in the final. Brilliant from Ma. Victorious here in fencing direct elimination, and as you'll see, that transfers into 250 points, gaining 14 places. Roshat gaining 6. Seo started where he finished. Looking further down, Jean-Baptiste Morsier dropped 7 places down to 9th place. Tim Lay's dropped outside the top 9. Milan yet to really click into gear in this final, as Marvin Dog has yet. But there's still plenty that can change. It is only 54 seconds between first and last, or 54 points at this stage of the competition. Still a lot that can happen. What's going to happen next? Let's find out soon. Welcome back to Pazardzhik, Bulgaria for the continuation of men's final. Fencing done now as we move our attention over to the obstacle course. 8 obstacles for the athletes to get their way past, steps into big wheel, and we'll see some really good performances in the tilting ladders, especially that man, Mohammed Al-Ashkar, who's looking to break a world record for a 3rd time here in Pazardzhik. Over, under, through, fairly straightforward, then into the wheels. Actually, sorry, the flying hoops. Flying hoops, of course, are the obstacle of choice here in Pazardzhik. Giant steps leading into the rings. And then the climbing wall, which is the point the athletes are exhausted in that last bit of energy as they clamber up. And again, to use Mohammed Al-Ashkar as the example, he launches himself towards the button. And by the way, one thing we didn't mention from earlier, do you remember we thought Blanca Guzzi might be a little bit injured? We never actually asked her about that. Blanca Guzzi, remember she twisted her ankle a little bit on the obstacle? She seemed okay, didn't she? We had an amazing story from Katarina Yurt, which we hopefully will have the chance for her to tell you. But this is what it looks like from an athlete's point of view. This is Gergo Bruckmann giving us a good example of how to compete in the obstacle course. You'll hear his voice echoing around the stadium. He's on stadium announcement duties, just recently retired as an athlete, having won a World Championship silver medal back in 2018 alongside the Olympic gold medalist Michelle Goyash, who has added quite a few medals to her haul since then. That's what the obstacle course looks like from an athlete's point of view, and these are the order in which they will come out. Agravlai will start things off alongside Tasharan. And then they will make their way down considering their position.
And here's where pretty much everything starts to decide. I know we've said it many times, but one mistake here is so expensive.
Agreed. We will learn a lot from some of these times. I'm quite curious to see how Giorgio Milan's going to get on. He's been practicing hard alongside his Italian teammates, the likes of Matteo Bavenzi, who's a very quick obstacle athlete, as is Agavriloi, who you can see on your screen there on the right-hand side. Tasharan. I think they're all probably dreading getting in the pool, aren't they? It's freezing out here.
Yeah.
Weather is very unpredictable in Bulgaria. We've had some really rainy events in the past. In Sofia 2019, I think it was, absolutely poured down with rain. But here we go, underway with Gavriloi and Tasharan. And Dennis off to a solid start. Through into the flying hoops. Great technique through those flying hoops. And skips past, only making contact with 2 hoops. Finish wall in sight. Dennis hits the buzzer, solid time. 23.6, that could make him dangerous actually. Tasharan hits the buzzer, 31.
Good time by Dennis. I think he will climb up some position.
Yeah, let's see how far he goes up. It's 374 points. And for context, Al-Ashkar, who broke a world record, got 390. So it's not a bad start at all for Dennis. He's a reasonably quick swimmer as well. Qualified well, didn't he? Obviously, every one of these athletes has finished inside the top 9. Matteo Bavenzi and Zomba Tarkiani. Matteo Bavenzi and Giorgio Milan training together yesterday. Of course, Italian teammates will be training together consistently throughout the year. Bavenzi versus Tarkiani. Great technique by Bavenzi in those tilting ladders. This is good pace in the over and through section into the flying hoops. Oh, that's fantastic. Bavenzi's flying into the hoops. He goes, loses a little bit of pace there, lands it. Finish wall is not going to be sub 20, but it's not far off. 21.5 seconds for Bavenzi. Excellent time. Tarkiani coming home with a 27.9, and that was brilliant from Bavenzi. 380 points to his score.
For Benzi, we also have to keep an eye on him, especially because he's the fastest swimmer in this final.
Could he have made up a bit of time in the rings? Is that the only part of the course where there is maybe a second or so to shave off? It's so good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Now,
You compare it to Alaska.
let's see how Milan gets on. Milan, the Olympic bronze medalist, up against Marvin Dog. Good technique from Milan. Through into flying hoops. Clambers across. It's going to be around 25 seconds at current pace, which would be very good. Swings and lands it. Big finish now for Milan. And hits the buzzer, sub 25. Brilliant finish to the right, and that's good from Marvin as well. 27 seconds. The speed of these obstacle runs are just getting lower and lower each event. And actually, Gavrilo I, who we thought we maybe need to keep an eye on, has already dropped down a few places. It's been a really competitive obstacle so far. The pressure will just build on those further up.
And Marvin Dog, we have to remember that he was out last season, considering that his obstacle racing is so good.
So, Leo Body versus Moritz Klinker. These two fairly similar times. Bori maybe will go a touch quicker. Oh, again, that excellent technique through the tilting ladders. Bori's away, and this is looking good. What's his speed like through the flying hoops? Is good. Klinker's not too far off either. Now, swings his way through, lands it. This is going to be good, sub 25. Good finish from Bori. Klinker not far behind. Just 3 seconds between them. This is brilliant standard. Absolutely brilliant standard.
They are all so close at this point.
Look at the scores. There's not much in it, is there? Just 16 seconds separating the top 7 or 8 positions. I love that technique. It's so good. That must take... Can you do that?
No.
It's so hard, right?
Yeah. And it's a really nice image for slow motion.
Yeah, it looks cool, doesn't it? Tim Lay versus Jean-Baptiste Morsier. Now, JB's time is actually really good in obstacle. He's got some time to make up after getting knocked out early on. He's got a similar style to Bello, those two with a similar style through the tilting ladders. Lay into, oh, brilliant speed from Lay through the flying hoops, into the rings. And it's all very consistent, this, isn't it? It's going to be another sub 25 seconds. Let buzzer. Jean-Baptiste Morsier a bit slower than he would have liked. Oh, whacks his head into the buzzer pole. Looks, collapses and then...
How many 25s have we seen already? They are so
5
close.
maybe.
Yeah, yeah.
Less than 25 a few times, haven't we? And look at that. That is really bunching up. 18 seconds separating them. Swimming's going to be a big factor, I think, in this final. The quickest swimmers will be rubbing their hands at this point, but you've got to make sure you get a good obstacle. One mistake, you're done. You're done.
Exactly. But luckily for us, we haven't seen any
don't want to
mistakes.
Keep this standard going.
Yeah.
Lukash, first Mitterrand, away we go. Good start by Lukash. Finds somehow like a quarter of his... Oh, that's brilliant technique. Oh! He's okay, main thing, but he slipped. It was just, he overdid it, didn't he? Overlaunched himself. So Lukash is probably now one of the favourites for a medal, is out. Mitterrand now continues into the rings. Lukash coming back quite strong here, actually. Maybe, just maybe, can recover the situation a bit. Mitterrand hits the buzzer. Good time from Mitterrand, 27. Lukash still somehow 31 seconds.
Not bad at all, considering his big mistake.
Feel for him. So, Lukash is still top 10. It's going to be tough now, though, isn't it, for him?
You can see here.
Oh, what happened? He's caught his hands. That was a painful one. Let's watch again. Yeah.
With his head, I think.
Was his head?
Yeah, I think so.
Ah. He's a nice guy, Lukash, as well, so we wish him the best. Right, strap yourselves in, folks. It's that man, Mohamed Al-Ashkar. Woong Tai will catch up with you probably at the end of the race, my friend, because it's all about Mohamed Al-Ashkar. Can he break yet another world record? It's Al-Ashkar versus the clock. And how is this race going to pan out? Let's find out. Mohamed Al-Ashkar has already broken 2 world records here in Pazardzhik. Can he make it 3? Al-Ashkar primed and ready to go. And we're underway with Mohamed Al-Ashkar, the star of obstacle. Launches himself across the tilting ladders. It's a race against the clock. He's looking to go sub 20 seconds as Woong Tai a bit further back makes a mistake. Absolutely flying through the flying hoops. Good pace through the rings. Is it going to be another world record? Oh, I think he's done it again. 18.3. It is another world record for Mohamed Al-Ashkar. Is there anything this guy can't do?
I think it's the same time from the world record.
I think he's leveled it.
Yeah.
It just drew level with his own world record. It's a confirmation, another world record for Mohamed Al-Ashkar, who has moved 32 seconds into the lead. Imagine he won fencing direct elimination, how big that lead would be now. Al-Ashkar, I think, could be edging towards. First, let's not get ahead of us.
I mean, he's in another world. I'm not gonna say 1 step forward, but 2 steps forwards from everyone else. Now we have Belot and Seo.
Here we go then. Valentin Belot looking to continue his good form in Bulgaria. Seo with quick pace. Very impressive time from the multiple World Cup medalist. Seo really quick, lands it. Could be sub 25 this. It is. Brilliant from Seo. What about Belot, who's finishing well? I think he'd be happy with sub 30. There we go. Not bad at all from Belot. These two good friends having competed together for years. Belot wanted a couple less seconds, didn't he? How close is he to Al-Ashkar? Al-Ashkar has 11-second gap now over Seo. Big gap between him and Belot.
Belot had a little mistake in the tilting ladders, I think, and he needed an extra swing. If not, probably he would be like in 28.
Mohamed Al-Ashkar.
Final hit, I think.
Searching for his first World Cup senior medal. It's getting closer. Roshat versus Ma now. This could be a really interesting battle. Ma has just been... Oh my gosh, that is an amazing technique from Ma. These two absolutely side by side. Ma lands it. They are neck and neck up the finish wall, keeping each other going. Wow! 21 seconds for both athletes. That was fun to watch because they kept each other going, didn't they?
We have to keep an eye on Ma.
Yeah, we really do.
He's still first.
Yeah, no, we keep a very, very keen eye on Ma, who is now 6 points ahead of Roshat. Al-Ashkar has been dethroned at the top, but sets a world record for the 3rd time. I just don't understand. Watching Al-Ashkar, I don't see where he can take time off. I just don't see how, like maybe a couple of tenths of a second, but we are preaching peak performance, aren't we? Like there's not much more you can do.
Maybe we can see another world record when instead of flying hoops we have
like a different... Yeah, that's true.
With the wheels, I think they are faster.
Yeah. Yeah, with this like sideways motion.
Maybe we can see a 17 or something like that in this case.
Let's look at the standings. Ma 6:30, Roshat 6:24, Al-Ashkar 10 seconds off now in 3rd place. Seo 11 seconds behind. Belot a few seconds further back. Mitterrand inside that top 6. Starting to take shape now, aren't we, with just swimming and laser on to go. We're kind of halfway. Le and Bavenzi are locked together with just a point separating them. Look at that midfield pack. Morcia could be dangerous from there as well. You'd imagine he'll come back stronger in laser and he needs to shoot better than he did in semi-finals. Lukesh drops down a few places. Jun, by the way, we didn't really mention Jun much because he was alongside Alashkar, obviously had that mistake. And sadly for Wuntai, I think his chances of getting a medal here in Pazardzhik are over. But we'll see what happens. Still plenty to go. Up next is the swimming. So welcome back everybody to Pazardzhik, Bulgaria, where the action is heating up in this competition. It is Ma who has had the perfect day so far. He is currently top of the standings. But we build up to the start of swimming, 100-meter freestyle, which was reduced from 200 meters last year. 3 heats. The slower athletes go first, medium go in the middle sector, and the fast athletes go fast. We are very curious to see how this competition transfers in terms of who is going to take these medals, but there is the pool in all of its glory. It's a bit cold out there today, but we're going to no doubt see some quick swimming times a little bit later on in the competition. We are going to hear the thoughts of one of our athletes in a moment's time. We are going to hear from Matteo Pavenzi about how he prepares for swimming.
Okay, so the transition, I think, between obstacles and swimming is quite an important one, obviously, like all of them are, but I think it's one of the most important. It's between 2 sports that are very quick. They're both very fast, especially now with the 100-meter in swimming. And luckily, they're also both a lot to do. They both have a lot to do with your shoulders and your arm movements. So not too much difference in the warm-up there, probably some just movement, arm movements and everything like that. And with the timings, it can be a little bit wider with the times depending on where you are in the obstacles. Because if you're towards the middle or the beginning of the obstacles, especially with the format, then you obviously will have quite a bit more time before the actual swimming to get your swimsuit on and everything like that. If you're towards the end of the obstacles, it's a bit tighter, but you still have time because you're probably towards the beginning of the ranking, so you're towards the last of the swimming heats. Probably the most important tips between these two is, drink some water, some gels, whatever you have to keep you ready and to keep your muscles ready for the next competition and warm, because then you have the swimming obviously, but it's still far from being over at that point.
Thoughts there of Venzi in his preparation for swimming. This is the start list for swimming heat 1. Matej Lukesh, Marvin Dog, Dennis Gavrilai, Zomba, Tarkiani, Wungtai Jun, and Tajaran. So the first heat is underway in terms of the athletes making their way out onto the pool. Matej Lukesh is down now in 13th place. He was a medal prospect. Recovered well on the obstacle course, in fairness, didn't he? I think he was still around 30 seconds despite having that mistake. Can he still get a medal from 13th?
I think he can, because he's good at swimming too. Of course, it will be a hard task. 31 seconds in obstacle racing with mistake like that. It's a really good time. Now we're ready for heat 1.
So swimming heat 1 about ready to get underway. And off we go. Swimming heat 1, Łukasz Dog, Gabriele Tarkiani, and a DNS from Pazardzhik. Asharan in lane 6. So we'll try to find out what happened with Wung Tai. Wung Tai perhaps maybe opting not to continue the competition. He was down in last place. I don't think he got injured in the obstacle.
I hope not.
It's good to see Wung Tai back either way. But there's the turn, final 50 meters of this first swimming heat. And the athletes making their way now towards the wall. And quickest times probably to look at would be in lanes 1 and lane 6. I think it's going to be Łukasz setting the quickest time, although Gabriele is going very well as well. And look at that clock, bottom right. It is Łukasz still pushing, still trying to recover. If he gets on the podium today, it'll be one of his greatest achievements, that's for sure. Łukasz, Gabriele, Tarkiani, Dog, Asharan, and Jun was a DNS.
We know about his running, so if he managed to shoot well, he's a contender.
We've been told that Wung Tai Jun is out because of injury, so interesting way to exit the pool, that, by the way, wasn't it? So Wung Tai Jun's out because of an injury. First competition back, it's not quite gone his way.
Let's hope it's not a serious injury, just for precaution. I didn't see where he got injured. Probably in...
Might not have even been in relation to obstacle. Could have been just an ongoing issue that's just wiser to not. So these are the athletes for swimming heat 2. Le Bavenzi, Bori, Klinker, Milan, JB Morcia. This is the midfield pack. This is the pack that, if everything just goes perfectly from here, could start putting pressure on the front three, maybe. We'll see.
Probably. Matteo Bavenzi with a really quick time yesterday.
Yeah, Bavenzi, we heard before this race started his thoughts on how he prepares for swimming. How he's preparing, how is he going to get on in this race? Is it way worse when it's cold like this, swimming?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
We're going to see slower times? Or?
Maybe not, but the thing is, it's uncomfortable for the athlete, especially when you go out of the swimming pool. You need to put on a jacket quickly.
Away we go then, swimming heat 2. The athletes with that little bit of a cold shock when they get in the pool, but they're quick to recover. And you can see Bavenzi already shooting off into the distance. A time of sub 52, his PB here in Bulgaria, and away we go. So Bavenzi approaching the turn. There we go, turns, shoots off into the distance. Quite a lead he's built already, look at that. For example, Bavenzi and Tim Le could well be 10 seconds apart, which is 50 points, that's mad. Anyway, Bavenzi, we stick with, galloping towards the finish line with that gallop style. How close to his time of 52 seconds, just under, can he get? Bavenzi approaching the wall, and it is a time of 52.1 for Bavenzi. Another very good time from the Italian, fastest we've had so far. Milan in second place, Borien Klinker third and fourth, Jean-Baptiste Morcia and Tim Le 10 seconds behind. That's 50 points. That's crazy, isn't it? That's so costly.
I mean, 50 seconds between now Le and Bovenzi just with the swimming.
It's taking some getting used to these new swimming scores, isn't it? You forget we're heading into the swimming just how costly it can be.
Yeah, we're gonna get used to not giving so much importance to swimming, but now
Bovenzi has 26 points over second place. Bovenzi could, I mean, listen, Alashkar's a quick swimmer. I think Bovenzi and Alashkar will be first and second.
probably, yeah.
Good
And
job.
Mati Rochad also is a quick swimmer, I think.
Yep, Rochat's quick.
Yeah.
Mitterrand is quick as well.
Yeah.
So we're going to have some pretty close times later on, which is what we like to see.
We'll have a pretty tight heat now in heat number 3 with Rochat, Alashka and Mitterrand.
So let's have a look at the standings. The start list for the third swimming heat. Mar, Rochat, Alashkar, Seo, Bello and Mitterrand, the 6 athletes taking place in this third swimming heat.
So we're seeing the athletes of heat number 3 with Ma Yuang in lane number 1, Mati Rochat in lane number 2, Alashka in lane number 3, Seo in lane number 4, Bello in lane number 5, and Mitterrand in lane number 6.
So these are the 6 athletes for the fastest swimming heats. I say the fastest swimming heat is because the athletes are the fastest heading into the swimming heat. Let's see if that transcends into fast swimming times. We're expecting some quick times from Rochat, Alashkar and Mitterrand in lanes 2, 3 and 6. All still to play for. Here we go into the pool. Rochat, Alashkar, Seo, Bello and Mitterrand, our top 6 athletes. But keep your eyes on the score of Bovenzi, 9.25, currently 26 seconds ahead of his Olympic bronze medal teammate, Giorgio Malan. Currently 3 Italians battling for medal positions, but that could change. Here we go, second 50 metres of this third swimming heat. And as anticipated, Mohamed Alashkar is looking quick. But we keep underestimating Mar, who is top of the standings heading into this. He's another quick swimmer. He's in lane 1. And I think Mar is looking... He's dropped off a little bit here, perhaps. Mitterrand is flying in lane 6. Mitterrand's going to set the fastest time. That's really quick from Mitterrand. That's not as quick as I thought it was. 55 seconds. Alashkar's second. Mar losing a few seconds on his qualification times. I feel the cold weather slowed these swimmers down a little bit, hasn't it? Look at Bovenzi, though. Bovenzi on 9.25. So Bello drops 26 seconds behind. Mar still holds on to first place and a big lead over Bovenzi. Seo drops down. We're going to see, I think, a few... Yeah, there we go. Rochat with a bit of a lead. Alashkar, ooh, drops 1 point behind Rochat. Rochat looking dangerous over there in first place.
First 3 places in 3 points.
Yeah.
Right now.
Doesn't work to Alashkar's advantage, I don't think. Alashkar's still looking for his first World Cup medal. He's been in first place on multiple occasions.
Yeah.
One of these days it's going to happen. You feel it. It's inevitable.
Could be today.
Could be.
I'm not saying I'm betting on him because I will give you...
But also one thing I will say is it's a bit unpredictable today because the wind has really made the swimming... the wind and the cold have made the swimming cold, but the wind has made the shooting a little bit erratic, and there's a spray of water comes out the mouth of Mitterrand. We can start our build-up 2 later on. Firstly, by taking a look at the scoreboards. Rochat, a point above Alashkar. Mar, couple of points further back. Then there's a bit of a drop-off. Bavenzi, Seo's dangerous from there, 20 seconds off the lead. Mitterrand, 30 seconds off the lead. Could be doable. Bello has dropped down a bit further. Milan has raised up a few places. Boris not far off. Matej Lukáš is coming back, top 10.
He's not far at all.
Not at all. Klinkert, Agavrilae in 12th place. What about further down? Marvin Dog, Timley, Tarkiani, Jean-Baptiste Mosse with a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
Pasharan and Wong Tai-jun sadly has withdrawn from the competition. Okay, folks, you know what it's time for next? It's the ever exciting, always dramatic conclusion to pentathlon. Up next, it's the laser run. So, there we go, folks. We are where we are after the first 3 disciplines. We know where we'll be after the next one. The combined, the running and the shooting. Up next, athletes will go straight out of the start lines into the shooting range, where they have to light up 5 targets. New this year, we have 5 shooting routines rather than 4. Used to be the athletes would have to run 600 meters before getting to the range. Now it's straight into the range. 5 laps, 5 shooting routines. First over the finish line will win gold here in Pazardzhik. It's all to play for as we build up to the start of the laser run. Could be another interesting final, this, Christian.
I think it will be. We had a really interesting final this morning with women's final, and I'm pretty much sure that this men's final will be as exciting as this morning's final. They are all so close in the standings. As we said before, 3 first positions are in 3 points.
This is what it looks like from an athlete's point of view. And there you can see, it looks so small, the shooting range from there, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks small.
It's not quite that small, though. I think it's more the camera
yeah.
lens, isn't it? Again, Gergo Brookman, the athlete that is demonstrating his skills. 31 years of age, and he's retired from pentathlon, but showing he's still got the talent required to compete, I think. But still, really, a lot can change over the course of this competition. With this part of the running track is the lonely part, isn't it? Where you're kind of on your own, away from the sound, the noise of the stadium. There's a big screen here, so you can see what's happening within the stadium. You can see the overtakes as they take place. And then, of course, just a short run to the finish line. By this point, there's not been many overtakes, has there, in that final sprint to the start-finish line. Usually, if you're in position at that point, you can get through the competition. Let's have a look at Rochat and some of his statistics as he makes his way into the shooting range. Rochat, of course, a medalist in Cairo at the previous event. 6 World Cup starts. His World Cup debut came in 2022, and he is proving to be a very good athlete and one who is consistent. Finished in 2nd place in Cairo. Mohamed Al-Ashkar in the range. And actually, we've got Multaz Mohammed with us in the commentary box, who's injured at the moment. Talk to us about Mohamed Al-Ashkar. 8 World Cup starts. His debut came in 2022. He's never won a medal. Like,
yeah.
It's his laser run that's his weakest part of his competition. But talk to us as his teammate about how he's working on that, how he's trying to improve that, and what we may be able to see different here in Pazardzhik.
So I think he's been training hard, very hard for the laser run shooting and the running. So today I think maybe he's a favorite for a medal.
Really, you think so?
Yeah.
Could be the time.
Yeah, he just have to trust in his shooting and trust that he can do it. And I'm sure he will be in the top 3, I think.
Everyone I've spoken to at this event has said if Multaz was competing in this final, he would be the favourite for gold. Unfortunately, you are injured, so sorry about this. We still have a very exciting final ahead of us. 1 second separating the guy who finished behind you in Cairo, which was, of course, Roshat, and Al-Ashkar. This man here, Changwang Seo, has come back into the competition and is looking very good, isn't he?
Yeah, he's looking very good today at fencing. Also, the obstacles he improved very fast. So he also favored for medal, I think. Maybe not, maybe gold or maybe the silver. I don't think he would do the bronze.
It is absolutely freezing here in Pazardzhik today, especially for you Egyptians who are used to the warmer weather, and also very windy in the shooting range. Like, how difficult is that for the athletes? In the women's final, it made a big difference, didn't it?
So the wind, it's gonna, I think, gonna make a lot of athletes miss a lot of shots. Also, if it rains, because it's very cloudy here. Also, the cold, I think the fingertips is super cold.
My fingertips feel numb. Yours too?
Yeah, same.
And that's going to be the same for the athletes?
I think yes.
Let's have a look at the start list. Roshat, who is a great athlete, finished behind you in Cairo. Yeah. He starts from 1st place. Favourite for gold, Roshat, you think?
Yes. Yeah, favorite for gold, of course.
What about 2nd place in those athletes here?
So we have Seo and Al-Ashkar. I don't know the Chinese, his name.
Ma has been brilliant today.
Yeah, the obstacle course he did 0 risk, but he
won fencing, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, from round 32 to the 1st. He's amazing.
Bello, of course, won a medal last year. Leo Body, Lukash. There's so many good names in this final.
Very, very good names, but I think that gap is very big. Also, Lucas, he did a mistake today. He was also, before the competition started, I was favored Mohamed Al-Ashkar and Matisse and Lukash. But after he failed, I think it's going to be tough, but he has...
place, yeah.
Yeah, but he going to put a good fight, I'm sure of that.
Okay, put your cards on the table. Who's going to win gold? Who's going to win silver? Who's going to win bronze? They hate doing this.
So, Matisse.
Yes.
Seo.
Yes.
And hopefully Al-Ashkar 3rd. And I don't know about Ma. I didn't see him in the laser before, but...
Could be dangerous.
Yeah, maybe he will be surprised of the day.
Multaz, we really appreciate your time. You look like you're walking a bit better today as well, so we're going to see you in Budapest, I'm sure of this.
Let's hope.
Good luck with your recovery. Thank you very much. Go enjoy the race, my friend.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much indeed. Multaz Mohammed, gold medalist in Cairo, having to watch here because he hyperextended his hamstring yesterday in the fencing, but looks like he's on the road to recovery. So here we go. The athletes lining up on the start-finish line. And we are ready to get underway, Christian. That's a treat, isn't it, having Multaz in the commentary box? He should be in this final, but he's not, so we hear his thoughts. I don't know how this one goes. I think Matisse Roshat is favourite.
He bet on Roshat just like me. So.
Yeah. I think Al-Ashkar has a chance here for a medal. Let's see what happens.
Me too.
He's been working hard in laser run, but it is this man here, Matisse Roshat, who leads us away in 1st place. And Al-Ashkar, I think Al-Ashkar maybe lost a second there, by the way. it's not going to make a huge difference. But anyway, here we go. The athletes arrive at the range. Roshat and Alashkar side by side. The wind's dropped just a fraction as the race starts, which could help. Alashkar makes his first shot. Look top right and you can see Roshat's shooting. 2 out of 5 for Roshat. Just misses that third shot, but there we go, he's made it. Alashkar's out first. Good start from Alashkar, 12.85. Mar with a 12.66. Roshat's out as well. Bavenzi, Seo, the chasing pack. Seo could be dangerous, couldn't he? 4 out of 5 for Seo. So he's looking to get close to 10 seconds. A 9.96. Watch out for Seo. Mar is... It's interesting that the fencing pistes, they go around them, don't they? They don't want to run across them, do they? Could be interesting later in the race if there's a big chunk of athletes, someone might have to go over. Anyway, here we go. The battle commences. What about Milan at the shooting range? Below with 11.56. I think 12 seconds is like pretty much time to aim under this event, isn't it? Because they do all seem to be shooting a little bit slower. Milan with the 17.8. Klinker with 14.2, Bori 20.6.
They have a gap now with 4th position, but considering that 4th position is Seo.
Alashkar needs to pace himself. This is a really good start. He sometimes runs out of energy towards the end of races. Still a long way to go in this, but he's pacing himself well. And when you are running, are you looking at your watch? Are you trying to keep an eye on...
Yeah, I used to, even though sometimes it doesn't make any difference, because if...
You're not going to like slow down loads, are you?
And even you're not going to go faster, because if you go faster now, for example, then you pay it at the end of the laser run.
And so neither Roshat nor Alashkar wearing watches, so
yeah,
it's not the way they're timing themselves. Anyway, here we go. Alashkar and Roshat arrive at the range for their second shooting routine. Just a second separates them. We can see Alashkar's shooting top right there. Really good shooting this from Alashkar. 4 out of 5. Oh, that's brilliant from Mohamed Alashkar. 8.46. When we saw a first podium for Elgindi earlier, we're going to see a first podium for Alashkar. Roshat's lost quite a bit of time here. Seo's back in the picture. Changwang Seo could be a favourite for gold here if he continues this pace. Mars lost 10 seconds as well. So 13 seconds the lead Alashkar has after 2 shooting routines. At some point, he converts one of these leads into a medal, I feel. Milan and Bavenzi at the range.
Is it the day of Alashkar today?
It could be. It could be. Bavenzi's lost 30 seconds. Lukesh with a 10-second shoot is quietly going about his business. Keep your eyes on Matek Lukesh. He is now within 30 seconds of Mar in 4th. Another bad shoot from Roshat, another good shoot from Lukesh. You never know. You never know. Bori Agorliverai is in 12th place.
And Mitterrand is looking strong too.
Yeah, Mitterrand's up into 5th.
Yeah.
This is your battle for first. It's Alashkar, it's Seo, it's Roshat. And Roshat and Seo keeping pace with each other. The prediction from Multaz Mohammed was Alashkar picks up his first medal. As things stand, we're only 4 minutes into this race, but we are approaching the halfway line. And 2 of 3 shoots have been completed. Alashkar will be approaching the range soon. Seo and Roshat are neck and neck.
Oof, nice battle here.
Yeah, the wind's picked up again a bit, by the way. It's a bit breezy in the air. Let's see if this could affect the shooting. 2 down, 3 to go. Alashkar back at the range for shooting routine 3. Here we go. Our race leader, pistol in hand, misses his first, misses his second. This is loose shooting from Alashkar. There we go, he's hit the target. There we go, 2 out of 5. 3 out of 5, you can see top right there if you're following along at home to Alashkar's shooting. This is a bit slower than his previous shooting routine. Not bad, 18.14. What about Roshat and Seo? Like we said, it's a bit windier, a little bit breezier this time. Oh, that's great from Seo. And the race is on. Roshat with a 13.29. That gap has been cut to 7 seconds. And Alashkar is being chased down, and Seo looks like he's picking up the pace. Ooh. Well, the top 3 are Wow, Mars still not far off as well. Looking good for Alashkar for a medal, I'd say, at this point.
Yeah, but they are closer now.
I mean, yeah, gold not so much, but bronze possibly. It would be a first medal for him, by the way.
I think so, yeah. I bet on Mati Rochat before.
I think this was the top three, actually, that Multaz predicted precisely, isn't it?
Yeah.
Seo and Rochat are closing in on Mohamed Alashkar, who leads the race. Gap was 7 seconds. Alashkar's running and managing that running pace well, which I think is a big improvement for him so far.
I see Alashkar running much better than in other competition, so...
He looks good out there, but then look at that gap is closing. Rochat and Seo are catching Alashkar. It's going to be all about... There's still 2 shoots to go, isn't there? There's still a long way in this race. A sub 10-second shoot could be enough. Gold still very much on the card
with this
for these 3 athletes. They've broken away now. You feel like the medals is going to go to one of Alashkar, Rochat and Seo unless there is some drama in the range. Mars not a million miles behind. Lukash is up to 5th place. Lukash would have been one to keep an eye on for gold had it not gone against him in the obstacle. The gap's closed down now. Alashkar's been caught. And we're going to go back into the range. And it's all about who holds their nerves. If Alashkar shoots slow here, that could be it for him in gold. But let's have a look. Into the range we go. Alashkar arrives first. Makes his first target and second target quicker this time. It's better shooting from Alashkar. 3 out of the 5. 4 out of the 5 for Alashkar. Good shooting from Mohamed Alashkar. Sub 10 seconds. That is exactly what he needed. Rochat and Seo are struggling. And Mar has brought himself back into the picture. A 17.4 for Seo. Rochat's been left behind here. 22.3. Mar could be about to push. Look at Lukash. Lukash has gone up 5 places in this race already. And it's a sub 9-second shoot for Matek Lukash. Mitterrand is still hanging on. Milan's made his way back into this race, but Venzi's not too far off either. The lead is now 10 seconds from the previous lap. Mohamed Alashkar working so hard and is finally in a position where it looks like he could be closing in on his first World Cup medal. Let's see what happens. We've still got a way to go.
What a good shooting can do, right? I mean, with this windy day, Alashkar managed to shoot in sub 10, it was sub 10 seconds. And look at the gap now.
Lukash is up to 4th place.
Let's keep an eye on him.
Yeah, Matek Lukash could still push those medal positions. And Seo and Rochat, the gap is bigger than it was the last lap. A sub 10-second shoot from Mohamed Alashkar, and we are going to have a really good final lap on our hands. Whew, folks, strap yourselves in. We've got another thriller on our hands.
Rochat is running well, though.
This is the order, as a neutral, you would want this race to be in, because Rochat and Seo have been absolutely toe-to-toe all race. Like, there's nothing between those two. Alashkar, if you fell behind them, he's not going to overtake them on the track. Final lap, the bell rings. Here we go. Oh, Mohamed Alashkar.
Alashkar is looking tired, but just one more lap.
I want a good shoot from Mohamed here. We're all with you, Alashkar. Seo and Rochat are just behind. There's going to be a few nerves in this final shoot. Oh my goodness. Oh boy, 2 out of the 5. Alashkar's feeling the pressure. Oh, there's been a few reds there. It's 3 out of the 5 for Alashkar. Seo's away, and Changwang Seo takes off his hat, and it could be a return to business for Changwang Seo. Rochat and Alashkar. Lukash is back in the picture. Oh my goodness me. Well, Alashkar is going to have to give this absolutely everything, because it is a 5-way battle for gold now. Look at Matej Lukash. He is absolutely flying. Well, you have to feel for Alashkar, because I think he might be about to taste heartbreak once again, because on this final lap, he's been caught by Matej Lukash, who is all over the back. Oh, it's a slip! And Alashkar is down. Oh, no. Mohamed Alashkar misses out on a medal again, but this is the battle for gold, silver and bronze. Seo, Roshat, and unbelievably, Matej Lukesh all over the back of Roshat. The course is narrow, there's not much room to overtake. Seo is away, but now can Lukesh get past Roshat? He's all over the back of them. The battle for second place is absolutely exhilarating. Matej Lukesh takes second place. Round the outside, Seo up next. Can he do it? He started in 10th. Seo saves on pace for a sprint finish. He's being pushed all the way by the crowd. Matej Lukesh, can he catch Seo? Final start, finish straight. This is unbelievable. Jangwan Seo has done it. He is the gold medalist. Is he? Yes. Wow. What drama. What a race. Seo wins it. Lukesh second. Roshat third. And then in the end, Seo and Lukesh separated by just half a second.
I feel sorry for Alashkar though. Wow, what a final race we had here. Oh my God.
Mark coming home in 4th, Alashkar 5th, Milan 6th. That was unbelievable. Bafenzi coming home in the end, in between Mitterrand and Klinker, below rounding up the top 10. Over to you.
Woo. What a final race we have seen just right now. Where Lukesh came from? Where did he come from? Oh my God, he started in 10th place. He finished second and just half of a second behind Seo. What a final meters. Nice job by Lukesh. Nice job too by Roshat, and of course, really nice job by Seo, who's gold today. Takani now finishing this race, and I'm curious to see what happened with Alashkar. We saw him fall on the ground while he was fighting for that silver medal against Roshat and Lukesh. Look at this, Matej Lukesh started 10th and finished second. And special mention also to Ma, as we said at the beginning of this competition. We have to remember he started the fencing in 15th position, which means he was in round of 32. He managed to win the fencing, and it gave him the chance to finish today 4th at the age of 20, which is amazing. Look at Jangwan Seo. We're gonna see some highlights now of this incredible laser run. Alashkar and Roshat had a little bit of gap at the beginning, but this... Actually, Alashkar had a really good shooting at the beginning of the race, but this last shooting is what made him be out of the podium, because he really had a good opportunity. We're seeing now some of the shooting series. I think it was the second one. Alashkar really solid though. I mean, I feel sorry for him for what happened, but he competed really good in this competition with 3 world records in obstacle racing, which is amazing. And I'm sure the medal will eventually come for him. At this point of the race, it seemed like it was going to be between these 3 athletes, but at some point Matej Lukesh appeared in the scenes. This is the last lap, and here Jangwan Seo, he made the difference with a really good shooting. This is that last lap, Alaska fell. And Lucas sprinting and overtaking Matti Rochat, and he almost gets a gold medal. Look at this sprint finish. It was just half of a second from gold. Look at this. Just wow. Really nice job. One of the closest ends we've had in these last times. Congratulations to Seo for this gold medal. We see how Alaska disappointment in his face, but this is sport and these things happen. Congratulations too to Rochat, who won silver medal in Cairo. Now he won bronze again. He's in a really good shape. And also he won silver medal in World Championships last year in Kaunas. We're gonna see the standings now. Look at this, only 2 seconds separating first and third. Same points from Seo and Lukas. And Ma with a 4th position, really good job by Ma. And Malan, also really great race around from Malan, who finished 6th at the end. Really good job by Mitterrand too. I'm really happy for him. Popensi 8th, Klinken 9th, Belot 10th, Leo Voris 11th, Dennis Agabroli 12th, Marvin Dog 13, Mosia 14, Le 15, Tasarian 16, Tarkani 17, and Guntai that had to retire from this competition 18th. Let's hope Guntai is... We've been told that he had an injury. Let's hope it's not a bad injury at all. Wow, what a laser run we had. What a final event we had here. And we have James with bronze medalist ready to be interviewed.
Well, Mattis, that was truly a remarkable race to watch. And listen, for you, it's now back-to-back medals in this 2026 season. Obviously, a silver in Cairo, bronze now. You're feeling very emotional. Just sum up how you're feeling, because that was a truly remarkable moment for you, I think.
Thank you. I'm sensitive right now because I have so much work to do to improve. I'm very happy with this bronze medal, but there was a chance for me to do better, and I'm a little hard with me right now. But after competition, I will look back at the image, and I want to take the good and the positive and work on what didn't go well today.
Actually, you were battling with Chang Wang-seo this whole race. Chang Wang-seo, a phenomenal athlete. Nothing between you and him, really, in the end. A couple of seconds between you and gold. Actually, when you look at the performance of the race, you were as good as the winner. So probably you feel pretty good about that.
Yeah, it was a real honor for me to compete with such a remarkable athlete. I was always behind him, so I could watch his name on the shirt. And I remember each time I looked at his name, it was because I was behind my screen and he was running. And today I'm running with him, so it's a real pleasure for me.
You were just on the phone, I'm guessing maybe to some family back home. If you have a message for them now, feel free to say it on TV. It's okay in French as well.
J'aimerais remercier tous les gens qui m'ont suivi aujourd'hui, toute ma famille, tous mes amis. Et merci, je pense à vous à chaque fois que je fais des courses. C'est ce qui me donne vraiment beaucoup d'énergie. Et thank you to everybody.
Listen, congratulations, man. We're getting used to seeing you on the podium. Long may it continue. Well done.
So I hope so. Thank you.
Congratulations. Enjoy it, man.
Matti Rochat, our bronze medalist, of course happy with it, but looking forward for more. And I don't blame him, considering his 2 silver medals and today's bronze. I'm sure he wants now gold, and I'm sure he will get it sooner or later because he's in a really good shape. Congratulations to Matti Rochat. And we have James already with our silver medalist, Mate Lukas.
Well, Mate, an eventful day for you. Obviously, an obstacle, the mistake happened, and then it looked like it would be difficult for you to finish on the podium. But actually, the laser on was incredible. You worked your way back into the picture, and in the end, an incredible finish. Talk to us about your day, because it was fun to watch.
Well, my dad started cheering my girlfriend Laura in final of girls. So she had a difficult day, but I am so proud of her. So it started good for me, and the competition started good for me with the win of fencing. It was much really important for me. But in the obstacle again, like in Cairo, I did a big mistake. Now I'm a bit like a unicorn here because I touched the ladders by my head. It's a lot, but I think I'm really good to preparing. So the rest was fast, and swimming was normal, and I'm good in in these situations, hard situation to head, because I'm good with empty head. And I was with empty head, so I just run shooting, much better shooting in yesterday drama and qualification too. And in the last shooting, oh my god, I'm in the last top 4. I don't know that. And suddenly we have an accident with El Ashkar in last lap, but it was a racing incident and he falls, so sorry for that, but it was racing incident. I wish him best of luck next time. And well, I was surprised in the finish. I have a power and someone saw wasn't that far, so I am happy and another motivation to next competitions.
Half a second behind Changwang Seo in the end. You were like this close to him. Is there like almost a bit of frustration because you were so close to gold, or you're just happy about how you managed to pull this race back?
Yeah, I'm very happy because from 10th place, it was in my head was top 6. It will be super good. And well, without Mohamed Moutaz, we have 3 gold. So I'm really happy, but of course I know it. I lost half a minute in obstacles, so it can be easy gold maybe, but it will be another situation because with pressure, my shooting is much worse. So with server, I'm absolutely happy. Now time for rest and training for World Cup final.
As fans of modern pentathlon, thank you, because you made that race so exciting to watch. You've already said thank you to your girlfriend. Do you have family back home you want to say thank you to in Czech?
Yeah, takže děkuju všem bráchům, tátovi hlavně, tetě, babi, dědovi do Plzně, por Barcelona también, and merci.
Well done, man. Congratulations. An amazing race. It was really good fun to watch. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Well done, man. Well done.
Mate Lukas with this Spanish words too. Our silver medalist. I didn't remember about this mistake he made in obstacle racing, and even this mistake he managed to be in silver today. And now we have James with our winner today. So let's go, James.
Well, Changwan, it's been a while since we've done one of these winners' interviews, and the race finishing in the most dramatic way. I think you understand the question, because this was very exciting to watch. Just explain how it was as an athlete to compete in this exciting final.
오늘 되게 익사이팅한 경기고 되게 타이트한 경기였는데 어땠는지?
일단 오늘 솔직히 메달은 생각 전혀 못했는데 그냥 좋은 느낌을 가지고 가자는 생각으로 경기에 임했는데 생각지도 않게 메달도 아니고 1등을 하게 돼서 정말 믿기지 않는 것 같습니다.
I think today is I don't think it's medals, but it's just only 5 or 6 inside. It's I want, but it says I take the medals, but it's gold medal, so it's incredible. It's amazing. So it's very nice. It's a very good competition today.
Changwon Seo is well and truly back. In 2024, you're one of the best athletes in the world. Obviously, after Paris 2024 Olympics, been working very hard at obstacle. Looks like you're doing really well at obstacle. Is this something you've been practicing a lot?
2024년 파리 올림픽 끝나고 나서 장애물로 바뀌면서 장애물 준비를 어떻게 했는지에 대해서 설명해 줍니다.
일단은 작년 한 해 이제 외국 시합을 다니면서 그 잘하는 선수들을 많이 보고 또 저희가 따라하려고 이제 감독님이나 코치님들과 같이 열심히 상의하면서 훈련했던 게 올해는 이제 결과로 보여지는 것 같아서 되게 뜻깊은 것 같습니다.
And we finished the Paris Olympic Games, and then we are very difficult is in the training further is an obstacle. But last year is we are watched as a good players is obstacle is a player is a watch, and then we are every time is talking about talking to the coaches and the steps is we can studying is in the obstacle, but this last year's is experience is obstacle, and this year's is we are in the we can take this in the result very well.
Changwon, it's great to see you back on the winner's step. Congratulations, my friend. Well done. Amazing race. Well done.
Thank you.
Changwon Seo, our gold medalist today. Wow, what a day today. And Changwon Seo, I think it's what he said. It's quite what we talked about this morning about with Karen Savrais on this kind of no expectations. In this case, at least, of getting any medal, he said he expected to be like 6 or 7, if I'm not mistaken, but he was not thinking about the medals. And look at this, he got a gold medal. Changwon Seo, an experienced athlete, adapting to this obstacle racing. And we have a package now of our best moments of the 3 top athletes.
Yeah, we're getting close to the victory ceremony. Thanks for holding down the fort, Christian. Yeah, it was I don't know if you guys could see, there was like a little bit of a discussion between Matek Lukash and Mohamed Alashkar, but they shook hands, and yeah, just a racing incident, wasn't it? They came together, and these things happen.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm sure that Lukash didn't do it.
No,
purpose, of course not. No. But I understand the disappointment of Alashkar.
Yeah.
He really got. He really had a good opportunity today.
Yeah. But, you know, I think once the emotions settle, Alashkar will look back on this race and probably is going to feel pretty happy with what he's done today.
I just said to Matisse, to Rochad today is 3rd, but in terms of...
Let's just quickly to interrupt you there. There's the fall.
Yes.
I mean, what I will say, that was a big fall as well. I'm glad he's okay. What I will say, it's very narrow through the course. It almost felt like, we said at the beginning when they were going around, it's really hard to overtake here. There's not a lot of space to make your way. I think had there been more room, Matej Lukash perhaps could have even then progressed and got past Changwon Seo. But sorry, what was the point you were saying about Matej Rochat?
As you said, he was 3rd today, but in terms of performance, it's like the same as the winner. I think Alashkar has to feel the same.
Right. Actually, I think between the top 5, none of them can be too disappointed because things have gone slightly differently. They're going to win the race. So in terms of their performance over the course of the day, all of these athletes on this podium today have just performed brilliantly. And it's consistency you're looking for, isn't it?
And we've not talked about Milan, but Milan did a really good...
Milan, yeah, finished 6th in the end, yeah. Milan is constantly proving himself to be a special athlete. Alashkar and Ma finishing 4th, really consistent throughout the whole day. Brilliant from Ma.
Really good job. Nobody expected that.
I just want to give Mohamed Alashkar a big hug. He is he's feeling the pain right now, physically and mentally.
saw him crying.
But you know, today was his best laser run, for sure.
I think so. Yeah.
There are going to be improvements he will make in his competition. Fencing could have been better today, and but
his final shooting made him be out of the podium.
yeah. But I think there's a lot of positives that he will take, and he can be proud of that performance.
And I'm pretty sure he will get it.
But you know, like from his perspective, he was just running and a stray foot tripped him. Like it's tough to take.
Yeah.
And he fell hard, by the way. He's okay.
But he has to be happy because we saw him.
We saw progression.
Yeah, and especially in his running, so he's on his way. I think
he is.
He will get it more sooner than later.
Yes, for sure. Roshat, a very emotional athlete on the podium as well, by the way. He, I think he was frustrated.
Yeah.
He was so close to gold.
Yeah, but as I said, I don't blame him because he now has 2 silvers, 1 bronze. I'm sure he wants gold now. But 3 podiums in a row.
It's pretty unbelievable, that, isn't it? Of course, the World Championships in Kaunas last year. And now, yeah, he's I think he's the, along with Mutaz, is the most consistent in-form athlete.
He's so complete in all 5 disciplines.
A little shiver in your voice there. It's cold, isn't it? Yeah. Really cold. Czechia, Matek Lukáš. It's quite a climb on those to get onto those podiums, and there we can see Matej Lukáš celebrating.
What he did today is just amazing.
Yeah.
From 10th to 2nd with that mistake in obstacle racing. Yeah. Unbelievable.
Oh, unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like his laser run was perfect. I think he said in the interview he was running with a clear head.
Yeah.
No pressure. It just helps, doesn't it? It's like almost like how you would perform in training then, isn't it?
And as he said, maybe if he were 2nd or 3rd in the laser run, his shooting could be possibly worse than today.
Yeah.
Because of pressure and all this stuff. But I guess we never know.
He won later on for sure, didn't he?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Fastest.
Let's see also Milan, but I think he won.
True.
Yeah.
And back on the top of the podium, Changwang Seo has done it again. Was not even expecting a medal today to come here. This is a big statement win from Changwang Seo. Really an impressive win.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matek Lukáš did win laser on in the end. No surprises there. Just over 10. Tasharan was 2nd. Jean-Baptiste Seo. Seo was 4th in laser one, because it's reminding ourselves that Seo started in 5th place, by the way.
Yeah, I mean 5th place from 5th to 1st. Really nice job too. Not easy at all.
So we wait for the national anthem of Korea. National anthem of Korea ringing out over the arena here in Pazardzhik. as the competition comes to a conclusion. And what a really, really exciting few days of pentathlon action it has been. Next up, we travel to Budapest for the third and final World Cup of the series. It's then the World Cup final, followed by the World Championships. Still a way to go in this season. And we are in the thick of it now, aren't we? Mateusz Rosiak gets a second podium in a row. Mateusz Lukasz was fantastic, coming from 10th place to finish second. Zhang Wangzhou picks up yet another pentathlon gold medal. And a really, really fantastic few days of pentathlon action. Christian, thank you very much for joining us in the commentary box. It's been a pleasure to commentate alongside you.
The pleasure is mine. Really happy to be here. Really happy to be on the other side of this competition, and really honored to have this opportunity. Thank you, James. Thank you, UIPM, and thank you, everyone.
You've done a great job. That is all from us here in Pazardzhik. We will see you next time in Budapest when we go all again in a couple of weeks' time. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.
Into the lead. Smile.
Look at that shooting accuracy.
He's going to cross the line as a deserving World Cup final champion.
И карайте внимателно към къщи. Накрая съдиите вероятно знаят, че трябва да помагат за събирането на нещата, но под вещото ръководство на Ненко Чолаков и неговия екип нещата ще се получат отново по най-добрия начин. От мен, чао!